What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another YouTube Live. And tonight, it's going down.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be doing a tournament today, the ultimate battle of the neutral luxury eyeshadow palettes, and all of you are going to vote for your favorites, and we are going to decide what is the ultimate neutral luxury eyeshadow palette. I can't wait to hear all of your thoughts. I can't wait to hear what you guys think and what you vote for. But first, let's welcome everybody who is here live today. A special welcome to all of my Sofia C's Beauty members. Welcome, Joanne. Welcome, Paula. Hello, Amy. Hello, Shug. We have Tyga, Trina, Paula, Pink Sparkle. She said, hey, I made it. Amy said, hi, everyone from Oregon today. Tracy, welcome. Laura, welcome. Clarissa, hello. Paula, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Jessica, hello. Let me see, let me catch up. Audrey, hello. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Hi, Carol. Hello, Talitha. How's it going? Hello, everybody. Hi, Lynn. Pink Sparkle, my favorite day. Ooh, I'm so happy to hear that. I hope you guys like this format. You'll have to let me know if you enjoy the tournament. And if you do, we can do some more categories next time. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I did get a new microphone. And then when I went to do the final thing before I go live, which is put on my microphone, I realized it didn't like fit into my computer. So I think I figured it out. Hopefully I sound okay. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Heather from New Hampshire. Excited for this live, she said. Okay, sounds good. It sounds great. Okay. I think it sounds a little bit crisper than the other one, so we're going to go with this. And I don't have like the cord catching on me and everything. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Oh my gosh, we have such a good showing today. I'm so excited to do this. I think this is going to be fun. And I think that the polls are working again this time in the YouTube studio. I did try and like test everything out beforehand. So fingers crossed. There should be a poll up right now reminding you to give this live a big thumbs up, whether you're watching it live or on the replay. Shout out to the replay crew. We love you guys. Much love to you. So please give it a thumbs up because it does help kind of push it out and just, you know, recommend the live to other subscribers, other people on the YouTube interwebs. And I forgot to mention, guys, we are going to do this tournament. And then at the end of the tournament, there's going to be a giveaway. And I'm going to give away whatever is like the winning palette. And if you have that palette already, you can choose the runner-up or you can choose one of the other palettes that you don't have, because chances are some of you guys already own these palettes, because what can we say? We are beauty lovers. Thank you, Adriana. She said, I liked the second you logged on. Thank you so much. Oh, Janet said, my new kitten, Lucy, is watching with me. Hi, Lucy. I had a very, very old cat named Lucy. She basically passed away of old age like a year ago. We had her since I was in high school, and she was like the best cat ever. She was like this big, chunky black cat, and she was like the sweetest. Lucy's such a good name for a cat. Yes, Jessica, it's the March Madness of palettes. Robin said, yay, giveaway. Yes, if you are new here, I try and do as many giveaways on these lives as possible. If I have something to give away, I will give away. And as a quick little reminder, today and next week will be the last opportunities if you want to enter the drawing. It's our little Hello Kitty pail full of your super chats. If you would like to gift a membership or donate a super chat, your name will be placed into our little Hello Kitty basket. And I will be doing basically like a drawing or a raffle for a $100 gift card to the beauty or fashion retailer of your choice. We're going to be doing that next week because I'm going to be on vacation for 2 weeks after that. And as much as I would love to spend time with you all on the Wednesdays that I'm on vacation, I don't think the Wi-Fi will be strong enough to do that. So, and there's too much equipment involved. So you will have the opportunity to do that today and next time. And I think Christina just sent me a gift. Thank you, Christina, for gifting 1 Sofia Sees Beauty membership. Guys, I know I said this last time, and I know I sound like a broken record. Just make sure you check your email, because if you are in this live and you are not a member, chances are there's a very good chance that you get gifted a membership. So you get a free membership for 1 month. You get to join our exclusive live streams. There's going to be the upcoming members video. You get access to the Discord for 1 month, and then you could decide if you want to renew it. And if you don't, no hard feelings. We can still be friends. But what was I going to say? Oh, there's an after party after this live. So once we finish up, we have the after party, which is just like a fun little bonus live for our members. So thank you, Christina, for the super chat. I write your name on the flower, and then I put you in the Hello Kitty bucket. So thank you so much, Christina. Thank you, Hillary. She said, been enjoying the lives. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. So I got Hillary in here. I've got Shug. Thank you, Shug. She said, let's hop on in and get the party started in the basket. Love it. All right, let me get you guys. Thank you, Jessica. She said, I'm a fierce competitor and ready for the challenge. There's going to be some debates today, guys. There's going to be some debates. Miriam, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are the best. I'm excited for this drawing. This is going to be juicy next week. So that'll be another fun little giveaway for next week. And you don't have to be there, by the way. Like, as long as you're in the thing, I'll find you and we'll get you your gift. Thank you, Christiane, for gifting 1 Sofia Sees Beauty membership. Thank you. Are you guys having a good week? Laura, thank you so much. I'm writing as fast as I can, guys. Here we go. And thank you, Amy, for gifting 1 Sofia Sees Beauty membership. And thank you, Audrey Michelle. I would love to go in the Hello Kitty basket. You got it, Audrey. Thank you so much for your generous super chat. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. If any more pop up during the live, I will do it. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. I'll put you in, and then I'm going to show you guys the makeup that's on my face as people are popping in. If you came in the last couple of minutes, welcome. Welcome to the live. Thank you. And congratulations, Janet, for being a member for 3 months. Thank you so much for joining and sticking with us. And thank you, Carrie, for gifting 1 Sofia Sees Beauty membership. Oh my gosh, you guys are giving me so much love today. All right, here we go. Let me show you guys. Stephanie says, wait for me. I want to show you, well, if you're new here, I usually show you guys like what makeup is on my face. Usually just like some new stuff I've been testing. I give you like some first impressions or just some old favorites that I've been using. Let you know how I'm putting the makeup together. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hi, Ashley. Welcome, guys. Okay, so I just got some stuff from Glow Recipe. They sent me a few things, and I have right here, this is like the mini version. This is the mini version. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops. I was really curious to see if this would be kind of similar to maybe like, you know, the Chantecaille tints. There's like the rose one, the gold one, the bronze one. Love those. I wanted to see if this would be kind of similar. And I got the one that's called Sun Glow. It's really pretty. I must say, it's not that pigmented. Like, look, it looked like it was going to be super pigmented, but it actually isn't. It is kind of like the Chantecaille in that It's more of like a skin perfector. It's kind of like skincare, but you get a nice little glow. I think it's very nice. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. One of the reasons why I put this on is because I wanted to do a little like combo with this other skin tint I'm going to show you. I think I would probably wear this more so on its own. I really like the way my skin looked when I just had it on by itself, but I felt like once I put the skin tint on, I wasn't sure if it was like really giving me enough. So I liked this, but I would definitely do this more so if I was just like, if I just wanted to make my natural skin look good, and then I would put a sunscreen on top. It has a really nice dry down. Like my hand feels super moisturized right now. It gives kind of like that dewy glow, but it's not greasy or serum-y. It's almost like a gel formulation. So, then what I did, because I kind of wanted a little bit more glow, I added my RMS Supernatural Radiance Serum. This is in the lightest shade, Light Aura. I don't have any color right now, so I'm just using the Light Aura. This is my favorite kind of glowy tint. It's not really tinted, but it has like a slight tint sunscreen. It's SPF 30, and I really like the way this looks underneath a skin tint. So I added a little bit of this because the other one was not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. By the way, I have all the products that I'm talking about now linked in the description box. I have some actually, Glow Recipe gave me a coupon code. I shared this in the members Discord, but I have a coupon code. So check down below if you ever want anything from Glow Recipe. I think it's good for the foreseeable future. So if you want to use that, feel free to use that. I have a coupon code for RMS as well. But I wanted to use this skin tint. I shared this in one of my favorites videos, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. So I've had it for a couple of months now. It's not like a first impression, but I've been going back to this just because it's gotten kind of like hot here. And I've been using mostly this and the Merit skin tint as kind of like my light coverage, second skin type of look. I don't always film in a skin tint because I don't know, I like something a little bit more higher coverage for that. This is the Typology tinted serum, and I have this in the shade, I thought the shade was T10. The shade is One Fair. It's just the lightest shade. This is a really nice skin tint. It is very, very skin-like. It's moisturizing. It's not streaky. Like, it goes on very easily. You can use your fingers, but I like to use a brush. I used the BK Beauty 101 and I just kind of like tapped it into the skin. And it gives a really, really beautiful hydrating glow. And oh my goodness, it looks so skin-like. I think I put this in like an everyday makeup favorites video. I'm forgetting which one it was. But this for me is very much like an everyday type of product. I really, really like it. One of the better skin tints that I've tried that's like hydrating, but not like greasy, serum-y, or like silicone-y. It's really good. I think that this is a bigger, I think Typology is bigger in France. They're like a French online skincare brand. So I've been testing out some of their stuff. This I've had for a couple of months and I really like it. So I have that on my face. Then I need to give a shout out. Which one is it? I need to give a shout out to the Queen. Is it Musia or Musia? I'm so sorry. I don't know, but I love this brand. I have all of their lip products. All their lip products are exceptional. They don't have that many products. Like, it's a pretty small brand, but they came out with bronzers and they came out with blushes, and I have the bronzer on my face. These are really good. These are really good. Don't sleep on these. Unfortunately, I think the latest shade of the bronzer might be out of stock. It seemed to sell out immediately, but I'll keep an eye out for when they do a restock. This is what I have on my cheeks right now. It's called the Klimt Gold Voyage Nostalgique. Voyage Nostalgique. It's so nice. It is very creamy and buttery, just like the Gucci bronzer, except there's only 3 shades, but I really like the lightest shade. I did a comparison of this in like a recent favorites video. No, it was like a try a new makeup video, I think. Really, really nice. And then I don't have this on my face, but I just wanted to show you my favorite blush from the line because I think this is actually in stock. This one is called 1999 and it is kind of like a bronzer shade. So I've been wearing this a lot, like on the weekends and whatnot. I would say the Queen Lucia bronzer and the Mario bronzer are the two that I've been using a lot. I really, really like them. Hi, Asana Soul. She said, can't sleep, so I thought I would join the live instead. Yay, welcome. Stephanie said, I have no Queen Lucia at all. They have good stuff. Oh, I have a coupon code for them too. Yeah, Jessica said, OMG, have you tried their blushes yet? They are fabulous. They are. They're really good. We did a giveaway. Jen won the giveaway of all the blush shades, but 1999 is like obviously my favorite. Laura said, tempted by the typology. It's a very good skin tint. The bottle is really beautiful. Like it's very kind of French pharmacy-esque. I've been very impressed by this product. Hi, Danny girl. Yay, made it to the live. Hey, everyone. Hello, hello. I know. Simply Swatch said, I wish the typology came in more shades. The lightest shade is way too dark for me. I know. That's honestly the only downside I can think of this because I think they only have like 6 or 7 shades. Amy said, I really want to try it. Oh, Pink Sparkle said, Ulta Diamond members, be sure to look in your inbox tomorrow for 20% off discount code. All brands except Chanel, of course. Winky face. Justine said, I've never tried the Typology brand. Should I? I really like the skin tint, and I have a couple of other products that I'm testing out. One of them is on my lips right now. The concealer is, oops, sorry, I bumped my mic. The concealer is also really, really good, and the highlighter is the liquid highlighter is really nice. The mascara is really nice. I'm trying to think of what I've tried. Amy said, I love RMS. I always use your code. Oh, thank you. I know. There's really like, RMS is one of those brands where I pretty much like every single product, or if not almost every single product. Sarah B said, oh, I've been wanting to try the Typology skin tint. I know, it's so good. Do you guys does anybody else talk about it? I have a couple of other friends on Instagram and YouTube that like it too, I've noticed. Justine said, love that RMS glowy product. Use them as a primer sometimes when I can tear myself away from the Dior, lol. Yeah, I like the Dior, like if I'm not going in with a lot of sunscreen, or maybe I already applied the sunscreen, I'll do the Dior. The RMS I really like if it's more of I'm just doing like a quick 5-minute face, put on some extra SPF, you know? Oh, Laura said, get the Green Barrier Repair Serum. Oh, okay, I will. I'm looking it up. Is it from Typology? I will make note and I shall check. Hi, Jackie. She said, love the RMS Radiance Serum. It's so good. Still love it. Hi, Kia. You didn't miss anything. I'm just talking about what's on my face. Laura said, very glass skin. Oh, thank you. Ashley said she doesn't like the scent of the Glow Recipe products. You know what? I oddly like the scent. I don't know why. I think it smells like candy to me. It smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher to me, but I can totally see how some people might not like it. You either like it or you don't. Oh, Oh, thank you, Miriam. She asked me if I changed my hair color. No, this is actually just my natural color. I haven't gotten my hair re-dyed recently because my hair colorist lives in Boston and I'm not going to Boston until like the end of July. So I've just been growing it out. And I don't think I think I'm gonna like play around with the natural color and like go a little bit more brunette. But yeah, this is my natural color. It's like a medium brown with a red undertone. But thank you. It's very nice of you. Oh, okay, Mina, I didn't realize the Discord link doesn't work. I'll make sure that I update that. Thank you for letting me know. I set it to never expire and then like it doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on your things. And I know you guys have given me super chats. Don't worry. I'm going to thank you in a second. Jennifer said, I broke down and got the new Prada highlighter. You got the shade called Deep. So good. So good. Even I like the deep shade. I wasn't really sure. I kind of just bought it and was like, let's see if I like it. And I like it. Annika says, I get my hair done next Friday. Thank you, Pink Sparkle. She said, it looks good on you, Sophia. Brunettes are the best, says Elizabeth. I was going very blonde for the past couple of years, and I don't know. I'm kind of liking the high contrast sort of look. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, okay. So the Queen Musia, I have a coupon code for them. If I can save you money, I will try. Sometimes I ask for codes, and sometimes I get them and sometimes I don't. But anyway, on my eyes, I decided to use the Viseart Petite Pro Midsummer palette because I don't know if you guys saw, and this is going to be in the tournament, but they just launched a new palette, and it's basically a play off of this original Petite Pro. And they launched, when this launched, it launched with this one and this one, this one's actually my favorite because it's like the warm toned one, but both of these together, I just really like. Hold on. I'm trying to get a good view here. So like this is Midsummer. This was like the cool movie one. And that's what I have on my eyes today. And then this one was Solstice, the kind of warm toasty one. And they came out with an Etendu, or maybe it's like I don't remember the name of it, but they came out with a bigger version of this that is live on their site right now. And it looks really pretty and I want to get it. But I'm hoping that they do a larger version of this because this one is even better for me. But anyway, I decided to, in the spirit of that launch, I was like, let me play with the one that I already own and have fun with the makeup that I have. So I've got that. And then for the lips, I decided to go back to my beloved Merit lip liners. I need to put these out on my vanity. I had these in I have like a whole bag full of like neutral lip stuff and they got like stuck at the bottom of the bag. So I was like, okay, I need to go back and use those. So this is the shade, what shade is this? Mayfair. So I did Mayfair. And then this is the tinted lip oil from Typology. And this is in the shade Plum, I believe it's called. These are very nice. They come in the same like little glass, bottle, frosted glass. And it's pretty pigmented. They're very nice. They don't have like a flavor or anything. It's just a very, very moisturizing lip oil. So this says it has, Violet Prune, Vitamin E and Squalane. These are lovely. This is the only shade that I have though, so I can't speak to the other shades. I'll have to try some more. Amy said, I wore Viseart Praline today. Ooh, nice. Joanne said, love that packaging and lovely color. Danny Girl said, Bespoke and Beverly Hills are my faves at the moment, and looking at Coupe. Yeah, I tend to use Mayfair and Bespoke the most because those are the ones that show up on my lips the best. Some of the other ones are kind of light. So those are the two that I think have been my favorite. Ashley said, I love the Merit liners, even though they don't last that long. It's long enough for me, and I love the shades. That's kind of how I feel. Like if my lips are dry, it's the perfect thing to kind of scribble on and then put the lip oil on top. And I don't know, I feel like it lasts a decent amount. Or a thicker gloss on top. I don't know, I just think they look so good. I like the way they look. Hillary said, I like Beverly Hills for the blush. I think that's their best-selling shade. I've been loving, I think it's coupe, right? I said coupe. Awesome. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the tournament, let you guys start voting, and then I'm going to thank you guys for all your super chats while you're voting so we don't waste any more time. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I covered everything. So those are all the goodies on my face. Let me share my screen. This is the first time I'm using this site, guys, so I hope it works okay, but I tested it out. Yes, Pink Sparkle, rock the vote. Oh no, my cheer isn't working.
Oh, yeah.
Good enough. Okay, let me get this. You guys are funny. Hold on. 1 second. It doesn't let you search for the tab. Okay, I found it. Let me make myself smaller. Can you guys see this? I'm going to make it bigger, but I think you guys can at least see my screen. Miriam said, I need to stop watching you for my wallet. Hi, beauty and everything. She said, hi from the UK. It's 1:30 a.m. here. Love you and your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Rachel. She said, love the Prada shade on you as a bronzy topper, Sophia. So gorge. I know I need to put the refill in one of my other components. Okay, thank you. You guys can see. Okay, so as you can see, I have all of these palettes lined up here. I tried my best to get a selection of our favorite brands. So what we're going to do is I'm going to basically show you here. These are going to be the first ones that we're voting for. And I'm going to, here in the YouTube live, I'm going to set up a poll for each one. You're going to vote. And then, of course, let us know in the comments why you're voting for that palette. We want to know your feedback because we're all going to learn what's good and maybe not your favorite, not our favorites here in this live. So if you've never done this before, the poll is going to pop up right in the chat where you are interacting right now. But I do have to do it real quick. So we're going to do, the first one's going to be YSL Stora Dolls versus Dior Soft Cashmere, not to be confused with brown cashmere. Okay, rock the vote. Rock the vote. You should be able to vote now. Julia said, YSL, new Dior formula is nah. Pink Sparkle said, I'll always vote YSL. Padma is wondering, how does the Prada highlighter in Deep compare to Westman Atelier Peau de Pêche? That's a good question. Off the top of my head, from what I remember, the Prada highlighter, it has more of a golden, it appears more golden, whereas the Westman Atelier actually has more of a peachy look to it. There's more pink to it. Danny Girl said, ooh, this is neat. Vanessa said, YSL, soft, buttery formula. Tracy said, hello, I'm on my third YSL. I don't like the new Dior formula. Preach. CP McClure 2 says, love the YSL formula. Mallory said, I just got the Dior yesterday. I don't think it's terrible. I actually find it lovely. Did you get soft cashmere, Mallory? I'm curious. Christiane said, Dior soft cashmere is a classic and perfect for mature lids. Justine likes the old Dior soft cashmere. She does not have the new one. I like the old Dior soft cashmere as well. If I had to choose, I would go with Storadolls personally. I like the Dior better because I already have it. Marie said, this March Madness may help me use my $100 Rouge reward, lol. Adriana said, YSL is pricey for 4 shades, but they are very good. Carol says she loves Dior soft cashmere. It was a beautiful formula and I love it. So we are voting as if this is the new formula. That's what I will say. Laura says, I have the Dior Silk Taupe and I love it. Yay! I like that one too. Correct, Joanne. This is soft cashmere, not brown cashmere. I think I have that one in here though. This is not the new ones that were just launched. This is like the permanent shade. Elizabeth said, I want to change my vote. Let me see. Okay. Oh, wow. This is kind of closer than I thought it would be. We've got, and thank you guys. A lot of you have voted. I appreciate your engagement here. We've got 61% YSL Storadolls and 38% Dior soft cashmere. All right. I think Storadolls is the winner. I'm going to end the poll. And then I think what I do is I do this. Oh, I think I needed to click start tournament. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think we're good. Yay, we did it. Okay, next one, guys. All right, so we've got Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Eye Trends, super neutral specifically, versus, because this is neutral palettes, or like neutral-ish, versus Tom Ford Nude Dip in the wet, dry formula. We have a newbie versus a neutral classic. Which one is it going to be? Let me set up the poll. Oops, no, that's not what I want to do. Oops. All right. Go for it. And I'm going to thank y'all for your super chats. 1 second. Got to catch up. I think I left off at Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. She said, got my CL foundation and blush. Oh, wait, sorry. That was Tyga. Hold on 1 second. Tracy Smith. Yay! And then Tyga, thank you for being a member for 3 months. She said, I got my CL foundation and blush and I love it. Tyga, you should stick around for the after party because I also got some stuff from CL that I'm going to be unboxing. Thank you, Janet, for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Tyga, for the super chat. Thank you, Trina, for gifting one Sophia Sees Beauty membership. All of these members and viewers are being entered into our raffle. For anybody who's like curious what I'm doing right now, if you gift a membership or donate a super chat, I enter you into our raffle that we're going to be doing next week for a $100 gift card. Okay, so I got Trina, we got Clarissa. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Asana Soul, for the super sticker. And thank you, Wendy, for gifting a membership. Let me check this poll. Oh, Tom Ford by a landslide, 83% versus 17%. All right, hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying. Stephanie said, there's a party in the basket. We got drinks. Ah! Christiane said, Nude Dip was probably my most used palette until Hermes and Prada came into my life. Lol. Padma said, Peach Glamour is an amazing neutral one. So underrated. Oh, Tom Ford. I don't think I have that one. Peach Glamour. Is that the one that like just came out? Okay, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. So Audrey voted for Charlotte Tilbury. She said, I haven't found a Tom Ford palette yet that I think is worth the money. Ooh. Annika said, I picked Charlotte because well-priced and more options. Okay, I like this logic here. Kathy said, Nude Dip never looked good on me. I finally gave it away. Kia said, I picked Charlotte because there's more options. Okay. Marie said, Tom Ford can be finicky. Julia is wondering, does anybody else find that the super neutral palette is harder to blend compared to the other shades? I wouldn't know because I actually don't have this Charlotte Tilbury palette, but I'm curious if any of you guys feel that way. Jennifer said, Tom Ford all the way. Julia said, Nude Dip for sure. Oh, thank you for being a member for 1 month, One Tired Mother, my first live, and I'm having a blast. Thanks for the welcome. Oh my goodness, welcome to the live. You've only been here once? Really? It must be because I'm so used to reading all of your comments on my videos. Well, welcome to the live. Yay! So excited. Okay, hold on. Let me close this. Clearly, Tom Ford has won. Tom Ford. Yay. Okay, this tool works. I literally found this thing this afternoon. I was so excited. I hope I don't have to start paying for it or whatever, but whatever. Here we go. Okay. We've got Dior Brown Cashmere. This is the new formula that you guys all like versus the Prada Pansy palette. So we've got two kind of like creamy eyeshadow formulas. That was my logic when I put these together. So we've got the Dior versus the Prada. Oops. All right, rock the vote. Rock the vote. Let me get back to thanking all of you. Thank you, Lynn, for the super chat. Hold on, I gotta get more flowers. I don't like to do this next to my mic for fear that it sounds unpleasant. Okay, we got Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Oops. Thank you, Cindy, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. We got Cindy. Everybody is joining the Hello Kitty bucket. Thank you so much, Catherine Peterson, for the super sticker. Thank you, Barbie. She said, did you get anything from the SpongeBob collection? I did not. Which brand did SpongeBob recently? Hold on, let me look. I'm looking this up. Oh, is it another Wet n Wild? I'll have to look it up. I mean, if they have any cute collectible, I probably won't buy makeup, but if they have like a cute collectible that I can like display in my room, then I probably will get something. I remember I think you were asking me that on the last live, but then I forgot to look it up. Thank you, Jacqueline. She said, can't vote, so sending as I don't have the Tom Ford, so a super chat instead. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Jacqueline. Oh, thanks, Marie. She said super chat for the vacay. Thank you so much. This will be the first trip I take in a couple of years that I don't film, that I don't. I'm sure I'll be working, but I will not be filming. Okay, I think I'm good. I think we're good. Let me see what you guys are saying. Janet says the Prada formula is perfection, but the colors looked muddy on me. Wendy said, I got the Mrs. Puff sponge from the SpongeBob collection. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute. Carol says that she reaches for the brown cashmere all the time. Dina says, I'm a Dior girl. Clarissa said, brown cashmere. I own both. Big reach for the brown cashmere more. I'm going to use the Prada tomorrow, lol. Okay, so it was Wet n Wild that did the SpongeBob. Karen says, I love the Prada, but I've been thinking about the Dior brown cashmere. Christiane said, how dare? How can I choose a favorite child? This is a tough one. Marie said, yikes, this is hard. Christina said, brown cashmere is the redeeming palette last couple of years. I love the Prada formulation, but pansy is very underwhelming eye look. Okay. I do think that we need like more, the neutral shade, the neutral palettes I enjoyed, but I kind of wanted a little bit more depth from them. I was kind of surprised brown cashmere was the palette everybody wanted. I thought for sure everybody was going to want the taupe one. Justine said, I think the Prada Pansy one is a little too light. It's one of the 3 new ones I don't love. I hope I'm right about which one this is. The Pansy, the Pansy one was like the one in the middle, not to be confused with Peony. Okay, let me see this poll. Wendy said, I got the taupe one, lol. Wow, this was a close vote. Dior 53%, Prada 49%. Wow, I like that. Okay. Wait, is it somebody's birthday? Is it somebody's birthday? Ginger is asking, if these palettes go on sale during Nordstrom anniversary, help us out because I don't know. Okay, so Dior won, but just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. Okay. Next up, guys, we've got Chanel. Well, these are neutrals, but they're slightly purpley toned. See what I did there? See what I did? We've got Chanel Tissé Rivoli, which I feel like is a favorite, so I've heard. beautiful colors. And then we have Clé de Peau sun-dried driftwood, one of my favorite kind of soft but slightly purpley palettes. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I always forget I have to start the poll. Trisha said, I just got the Clé de Peau. So pretty. Okay. So we've got, okay, Chanel. All right, rock the vote, friends. Christian said, I don't have the Clé de Peau, so I will vote for the Tissé Rivoli, one of my favorite Chanel quads. Oh, so Mina said Tissé Rivoli is the one I actually pan. Wow. I need to bring that out and use that this weekend or at some point. I've been meaning to use that. Robin said Clé de Peau for sure. Annika said Clé de Peau. Danny said, I've never tried any of the Clé de Peau shadows before. Oh, they're so good. Happy birthday, Marie. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Oh, Pink Sparkle said there's an email from Nordy that has a preview of the sale. Got it today. Okay, I'll have to look out and see if I got that. Do I need to be like a certain tier? I've been shopping at Nordstrom a lot this year because I actually have a Nordstrom near me now. And it's nice. Like they have a lot of good stuff. And I have been ordering more from them for things for the channel. So hopefully I'm like I don't know what tier I am, but hopefully I don't know, get some sort of preview. Thank you so much, Marina, for the super chat. She said, Dior, thank you for this fun event. I just got out of the ER with pneumonia, so you gals are the welcome distraction. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you are finally out. I wish you a speedy recovery. I'm really glad that we can just be a fun little distraction for you as you're getting better, but I hope you're doing okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marina. Hold on, let me catch up. Alexandra said, I love the Chanel, but it tends to look muddy on me. Planning to get the Clé de Peau and hope it does better. Oh, nice. Ginger says, I love the Tissé. I have Tissé Essential. I love it, but it's very light. Yeah, some of these, like some of the this one, Tissé Rivoli, I think is good, but some of the other like classic Chanel quads, they're a little bit too light for me. Clarissa said, Chanel has nothing on Clé de Peau. Janet said, yay, North Park Nordstrom. Yeah, it's a pretty good store. The people there are helpful too. Sindhu is wondering, she's curious how Tissé Rivoli compares to the Clé de Peau. If it's more pigmented. Clé de Peau shadows, they're not crazy pigmented. Like they're very easy to sheer out. If I had to choose, I would go with the Clé de Peau. I just love the formula a lot more. I think that the like this particular one, Tissé Rivoli, I think is pretty good, but some of the Chanel ones are just a little bit too sheer for my liking. Would these show up on a medium tan skin tone? I think the Clé de Peau would. The Chanel one, I don't know. I have to pull it out and I haven't played with that in a while. What do you guys think? Mayra asks, Which luxury shadow has the best sparkle with the least fallout? I have mature lids. What do you guys think? Which best sparkle? Do you want like twinkly sparkle or do you want like more metallic, like a metallic look? Because I think the Hermes ones are nice. YSL has a lot of sparkle, but you will get some fallout because it is very shimmery. Kia said Chanel. Clarissa thinks that the Clé de Peau will show up on medium skin. I think so too. Felice said, I have all of them. The Clé de Peau, the Dior, the Chanel, the Prada. Nice, Felice. You have a great collection. Okay. Mina is saying that she is medium warm olive and this Chanel eyeshadow does have the pigment to show up. Okay, good to know. Robbie says, I like Suku for mature lids. That's a great recommendation. That's a great recommendation. Because they have some really beautiful sparkle shades, and I don't get a lot of fallout from them. Marie likes Guerlain. Definitely Clé de Peau is good for mature lids, but you're not really going to get sparkle from them. Like, it's not really going to be a sparkle situation, but the formula is amazing for mature lids. I also think that the Prada ones are good for mature lids, and then they come with like the little topper shade. So I think that's a good option as well. Pink Sparkle says, I get no fallout with the YSL if I press on the sparkle shade, not swiping it on the lid. I think that's a good tip. Like just really pressing it on. Catherine says, I love the Hermes ones. I never get fallout. Oh no, Rose says, I feel you. All the Nordstrom stores near me closed and we had 3 within a 30-mile radius. Oh my gosh, they all closed? Now you have to go to LA or Orange County to go shopping in store. That stinks. I've been enjoying shopping in store a little bit more now. It just kind of like gets me out of the house. I like just walking around the mall sometimes, or just like talking to the beauty people at the store. Clarissa said Victoria Beckham Beauty lid lusters are great. This lip oil still feels so nice. It's very moisturizing. Oh, you're welcome. She said, thanks for all the recommendations, smiley face. Yeah, you guys have some good ones. You have some good ones. Okay. Wow, this was close as well. So 47% Chanel, 53% Clé de Peau. Wow. This is so interesting. And I know not everybody has these palettes, so maybe you don't know how to vote, but it's okay. Like, we don't need to take it too seriously, but you can use what you know about the products and the colors to vote. The commentary is great from those of you who do own this. Okay, so Clé de Peau. Okay. All right. Are we ready for the next one? So we've got Lisa Eldridge in fawn and Victoria Beckham in olive. I did see Lisa Eldridge is coming out with a color story just like this. It looks really, really pretty. I don't know if I'll get it though, because I don't use her palettes that much, but it looks really nice. Anyway, there's Lisa Eldridge versus Victoria Beckham in olive. So 2 kind of like smaller-ish brands. That was kind of what I was going for, I suppose. Lisa Eldridge and Victoria Beckham Beauty. Is this fun, guys? Do you like this? I was inspired by Caleb because he does these, but we do them with handbags. And I feel like this tool makes it even easier. Stephanie said, so fun, Sophia. Christiane said, this is so much fun. Okay, good. I'm excited to give away the palette at the end. Sarah said, I love Victoria Beckham Beauty. Mayra, am I pronouncing her name correctly? I hope. Myra. She said, this is fun. Yes, this is fun. Okay, good. Talitha, this is so fun. I mean, even if you're doing something, you're not voting, you're just listening, it's fine as long as you're having a good time. At the end, you guys can tell me what category you want to do next. And if there's some like product that's coming out that like a lot of brands are coming out with, like liquid bronzers, we could do that. I don't know. Just an idea. You can let me know. Or I can poll you guys ahead of time, like, what are your favorite foundations? And then I take the ones you all say and like put them in the poll or whatever. Sarah B said, I'm cleaning dog food storage. Fun to listen in. Jennifer said, this is our beauty Super Bowl. It is. Clarissa said, I have to admit, though, as much as I love Victoria Beckham Beauty, the Clé de Peau eyeshadows to all. I'm not sure what that means. Minnie approved, said Nicole. Minnie is sleeping in her little box. She's sleeping in her little box. She is out. Rachel said, I prefer the new Lisa Eldridge green palette to either of these in terms of color story. Haven't tried the Lisa Eldridge formula though. This is so fun. I don't have Lisa Eldridge Fawn, but that was like her neutral palette. I have 3 of the other ones. So I know the formula. Ashley said, I love Victoria Beckham Beauty, but I voted for Lisa because I love her formula and Victoria Beckham is too pigmented for me. That's fair. Christiane said the VBB is fire. Yes. Stephanie said, what is it with me? I can't get into the Lisa Eldridge palettes. Same. I can't get into them either. I kept my sorcery one, but the other 2 I decluttered. The Myth palette is very beautiful, but it gave me one of the worst allergic reactions I have ever had from makeup, so I'm too afraid to use it again. Not to say that would happen to anybody else, but I think my eyes were very sensitive to whatever pigment she uses. Tell me your best green palette. Ooh, good question, Popo. I like the Victoria Beckham Beauty one, and I like the Hermes one. Trying to think of what else I have that's green. Those are the 2 that come to mind immediately. I mean, I like the Chanel Mediterranean palette, but that's more of like a neutral olive, and then I'll put it with like a green eyeliner. But to me, it gives off like those green vibes. Janet says, Lisa is knocking it out of the park lately, and her work to improve Lancome looks like it's having an impact. Great formulas. Yeah, I'm rooting for Lancome. I hope she's able to like freshen it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? Elizabeth says, I love the Victoria Beckham Beauty palettes. Formula is so smooth and lovely. I've been wanting to pick up Fawn, but it's been out of stock forever. Oh, yeah, that's too bad. You're welcome, Annika. She said, thank you for helping me find my shade in the Makeup by Mario foundation. Oh, good. Clarissa said, ooh, the best green palette is Clé de Peau. Oh, best green mineral scapes, says Elizabeth. Yes, I like the mineral scapes one. Stephanie says Chanel blurry green. Oh, yeah. Tracy says Clay de Peau seagrass. Yes, I knew there was one that I had used recently that I was forgetting. Mina says Charlotte Tilbury green lights. Yeah, that's another similar color story, similar to this one from Victoria Beckham. Waiting for the new YSL green palette. I know, same. Um, my friend Allison Chase, she has a review up of it. I haven't watched it though, because like I kind of want it, like I want to experience it for the first time when I get it. So I'm gonna watch her review eventually. But I know that she has it up. So if you want to see it, you should go watch her video. Jacqueline said, I use my Clay de Peau green palette the most. Talitha says, the newer Tom Ford green palette has been on my list. I'll probably get that or the Victoria Beckham Beauty for fall. Oh, yeah. The olive, is it olive smoke? That one's really pretty. That one is also very nice. I love a good olive toned palette. Okay, this one was very close as well. We have Lisa Eldridge, 53%, Victoria Beckham Beauty, 47%. Wow. Okay. I'm going to end the poll. All right, next up, guys, we've got Hermes eyeshadows, and I went with Ombres Fumes because it's kind of like very neutral, cool tone, elegant. This is one of my favorite smoky eye palettes ever. I love it. And then this is up against Surratt Beyond Beige, which I know is kind of like a big favorite in the beauty community. It's very soft. Can't say it's beyond beige. I think it just is beige. But I love the Surratt formula. It's very elegant. So we have two very elegant, high-end neutral quads here to choose between. Vote. Hermes Surratt. Did I spell this correctly? Okay. Rock the vote. Ginger says Surratt is my absolute favorite formula. Stephanie said, ooh, my favorite is Surratt. Robbie said, ooh, this is so hard. I would vote for the Hermes. That one's my favorite. I think that the Surratt Beyond Beige palette is like a little bit overhyped. I like the formula of Surratt, but like, I don't know if this is the palette that I would like go for. I don't know. I have a little custom palette I like to use. Justine said hard. I love both of these. Pink Sparkle says Hermes is so fancy. Christiane said, oh no, so hard to vote on this one. I have them both and love them both, but Hermes has my heart. Kia said, no clue. I don't have either one, but if I was going to buy one, I'm leaning towards the Surratt. Paula says, I don't have either of these, but I like more the Hermes color story. Law Belle V says Surratt. It's the perfect work quad. Yeah, it is a good like go to work kind of neutral palette. Ooh, Kia says my friend is coming back from London tomorrow with my goodies. What did she get you? What is she bringing back? Ian says, I love my Hermes. Laura said, Surratt is a little fancy. Ashley says, what is the Surratt formula like? It's very soft. It has a I wouldn't say it's like as creamy as the YSL or the Prada formula, but it has a very like soft and silky type of feel to it. It is inspired by sort of like that Asian aesthetic of makeup. It's founded in New York, but it's inspired by, I believe, Japanese beauty, if I'm not mistaken. So it has that very like soft kind of look that just really enhances your natural features. There's not a ton of, you don't really get anything that's like super metallic. It's a very like soft satin type of formula. Whereas the Hermes, you actually do get some like shinier metallics. In this case, it'd be that silver shade. Melly said, I don't enjoy my Hermes palette at all, and I keep trying to love it. Oh no, which one do you have? Tracy said, OMG, I wish I would have studied more for this. Laura said, I just ordered my first Hermes palette in the Macy's sale. Yay. Elizabeth said, where's the poll? The poll should be right there within the chat. Stephanie said, Tracy, we have remedial classes later. Yeah. Karen said, that's the only Hermes I have. It's beautiful. Hayden said, Hermes is so pretty and I love the formula. Yay. Melly is saying, Sophia, you should try the Vive Beauty shadows and bronzer. I think you're going to enjoy them. Okay. Vive. I know you guys have recommended this to me before. I search it and then I bookmark it. Let's see. That's the one I got, Melly. Oh, nice. Adult learning. Hi, Sea Salt Waves. She says, I vote Hermes. Yay. Okay, let me see. Wow, these are some close polls. So the Hermes won 57%. Oh, 56%. And then Surratt at 44%. All right. This is shaping up to be an interesting tournament. Who's going to win? So next we have the Dior Backstage Smoky Essentials. My favorite Dior Backstage palette. I love this color story. Versus the Chanel Le Beige palette. And this is in the shade medium. And this palette looks so boring in the photo, but it's actually a really, really nice, elegant palette. It doesn't look that good in the photo. Both of these are really nice. So if you have either of these, please let us know in the chat. I'm going to set up the poll. Dior versus Chanel. Figured I'd put the two kind of like secondary lines that have more shades to choose from, you know, that have like the very basic color stories. Daria says, I cannot handle mismatched pan sizes. Hi, Makeup Esquire. Dior Backstage says Marie. Dior Backstage says Annika. Joanne says, I love the Backstage Smoky Essentials. So versatile. Oh, Laura said, okay, if it was Le Beige's warm, I'd vote differently. I know. I threw a curveball at you guys. I put in the medium palette. And actually, this is the one that is always sold out. I think this is the most popular one because it's always out of stock. Miriam says, I just got the Dior backstage and I love it so much. Oh, yay. Sindhu said, ooh, I've wanted to try Dior palette for so long. This is a good one to try, I think. Ooh, there's like a little gnat in my room. I don't know why. I think this is a safe one to try. There's a lot of shades. The formula is nice. It's a really nice mixture of shades. Very versatile palette. Melly says, I love this Chanel palette for my go-to for every day. Yay. Marie doesn't like the pan sizes. They are kind of skinny. Like I can fit my brush in them just fine, but I can see what you mean. Christiane says, easy vote. Chanel Le Beige. Chanel Le Beige. Is it Le Beige or Le Beiges? I just say Chanel Le Beige. I love this formula, she says. Dina says, again, I'm a Dior girl and I love the smoky essentials. Nice. My cat is dreaming and she's like fidgeting around in her box. Rose says, I love Dior backstage smoky essentials. Sea Salt Wave says that it is so reliable and easy go-to. Yay. Oh, you woke up because you heard your name, didn't you? One Tired Mother says, I love the Chanel palette. Yes, it's basic, but in the best possible way. Exactly. Yeah, I was surprised I got this because I wanted to collect them all. And it really surprised me. I was like, this is a very nice palette. It's just like a very sophisticated mixture of shades. It looks very flat in this photo. Melly says, I recommend the Chanel Le Beige shadow to my friends who want to try shadows from Chanel all the time, and they all love them too. I think the Chanel Le Beige line is good. Yeah, it's good to recommend, especially to maybe friends who like, they don't wear as much makeup as us or they don't care to have as many palettes as we do. Miriam wants a foundation vote test. Okay, should we do foundations next time? I don't have as many foundations. Hi, Jessica. Let me see. Oh, you guys voted for the Dior. 68% Dior, 32% Chanel. All right. All right, last one in the first round. We have some larger makeup artist style palettes. So we've got the Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude, versus, this is the new one I told you about, the Viseart Lilas Lumiere. Or no, this isn't the new one. Sorry, this is one of the new ones. The Viseart Lilas Lumiere Etendu. This is one of the ones we talked about recently. All right, there you go. Janet says, the palette I'm dying to try is the Visi Pro Paris Mattes. Is that everyone is obsessed with that palette. It's been out of stock. I kind of wanted to get it as well. I don't use all matte palettes all that much. And when I do, I'll use my eSum ones. Is the Le Beige medium all matte? No. There's some satin shades in there. Minnie, everyone says. Okay, thank you, Mina. Hermes is the exception. Okay, I'm all right. I thought I was pronouncing it okay. Let me catch up with you guys. Barbie is asking, how can I tell if I am a member? So, Barbie, you can join the membership via the link in the description box. It'll say join the membership. And there's two different tiers. So it'll tell you how much it is. And you'll know you'll know when you become a member because your name will be like green in the chat. Rose, you guys are saying you want a blushes poll. Okay, that's a good idea. Laura says, I need a nude all the way. Amy says, Viziart 100. Karen says, I have Natasha Denona and love it. I'm buying the Viziart soon. And you guys, like, if you have Viziart, you know what this formula looks like, even if you didn't get this color story. So Adriana says, Natasha Denona eyeshadows are the standard. Wendy says, Lilas is lovely. I just got the new Midsummer one. I love their formula. Did you get it yet, Wendy? Because that one just came out, right? AM says, I need a nude for sure. Natasha Denona, so many reliable formulas. Annika said, Sophia influenced me on the I Need a Nude palette. Ooh, yay. I like I Need a Nude. I would vote for the Viziart, though. Viziart is my fave. Lisa says she just got the Viziart and needs to try it. Hard to believe it will be better than I Need a Nude, though. What is my favorite neutral Viziart palette? That's really hard to say because there's different types of neutral palettes from Viziart, and I use a lot of them. I think my favorite one is actually this little one here, the Solstice palette. This little warm one. I showed this a little bit earlier in the live, but I'll show it again. I like that it comes with this little like duochrome. And then like all these shimmers are so pretty. It's just like the perfect little like neutral palette. It's not like the most exciting one, but I really enjoy it. And I like the Soleil La Plage. I like the Mink Set. Those are probably like the three that I use the most. Ashley said, I voted for Natasha only because I haven't tried the Viziart yet, but I've heard they are fire. This is hard. A lot of you guys really like both. Elizabeth says, I think I've aged out of Natasha Denona. I'm going Viziart. Amy said, I just bought the Midsummer palette. Thank you, Robbie, for the super chat. This is so much fun, Sophia. Thank you for reminding us of all the great palettes we already own. That's the thing. Isn't this fun? Like, you are reminded to pull out. I reminded myself of palettes that I wanted to pull out and use. Add you to our raffle bag. I think it's helpful to hear from other people as well. Just, oh, I like this because of this, or I don't like this because of that. And you can kind of get a sense for what's popular, maybe what you want to put on your wish list, or maybe just something that you already own. Okay, Wendy just ordered the palette this morning. Okay, you used my code. Thank you. Well, good. You got 10% off, so that's good. I don't know if they're going to send it to me. Sometimes they send it to me in PR, and then I end up with 2 palettes. So I'm like, ooh, should I order it? I don't want to be wasteful, but I suppose I could always like give it away if I get 2. Maria says, I don't have the Lilas, but Praline and Cyrenus have been go-tos since I got them. Yeah, I really like those 2. The Cyrenus one, I really like that one. The Praline one is good. It's just a little bit like it's not as unique, but I mean, it's nice. I have to figure out what I'm going to bring on my vacation. Am I going to bring any Viziart palettes? I like the Viseart palettes because they're so lightweight. They're not bulky, but then you have a lot of shades to work with. Good night, Dina. Sweet dreams, beauty lovers. This gal is worn out. Have a blast, ladies and gents. Good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Karen says, where are you going on vacay? I am in my friend's wedding, and my boyfriend is also in the wedding. And the groom is from the Czech Republic. So they're getting married. It's like an hour, maybe with traffic. I don't know. It's like outside of Prague. So we are going to Prague, and then we're going to go to Vienna and Budapest because it seemed like those were the cities that were kind of closest. So if y'all have recommendations on like what to do or like where to eat or shop or unique like things to do, definitely send me an email. Send me an email because I need recommendations because I do everything last minute, but it's all booked and I'm very excited. Annika said, when you travel, do you use packing cubes? I do, but I don't use the ones that are compression cubes because then I overpack and my suitcase will be a million pounds. But I do use packing cubes. You should check out some of my pack with me videos. I have videos where I show you how I pack my suitcase, how I plan my outfits, how I pack my makeup, how I like structure my suitcases and stuff. I am not a light packer, but I'm very intentional about what I pack. And, you know, sometimes I have to travel with equipment and that kind of stuff. And I like to shop when I'm abroad. So I have a whole system for like how I'm going to like bring things back, you know, if I happen to shop. So anyway, check out my pack with me videos. Thank you. You guys are saying have fun. Visit Schönbrunn Palace. Yes, we're definitely going to go there. Annika said, I'm an overpacker as well. I just like, I pack exactly what I think I need. And like, usually I do wear all of it, but like, I'm not on a mission to travel in a carry-on. I'm like not on a mission to pack super light. I don't want to pack frivolous things, but I want to pack the things that I want to have with me. That's kind of my mantra. We need a video on what makeup you're packing. Yeah, maybe I'll do that as the members video this month. I'll ask you guys in the after party and you can let me know. All right, catch you at the after party, one tired mother. Sea Salt Wave says, when I travel, I never part with my makeup luggage. Marie said, you can never pack enough underwear. That's for sure. My grandma always told me, she's like, always put a pair of underwear like in your backpack or your carry-on. She's like, you need to have a pair of underwear. And then the one time coming back from Japan, I got stranded in Canada because there was a snowstorm and I had to like stay overnight in, I think it was in Toronto, and I didn't pack my underwear one time, and I was like, shoot, she was right. So I'm very serious about that now. Christiane says, I always bring an extra suitcase when I go to Brazil to see my family, lol. Always buy shoes and clothes in Brazil. So much cheaper. Exactly. Like I'll try and find things that are sort of like cheaper or, you know, even like candies, like I don't know, other little souvenirs, things that I like. I go vintage shopping. I try and find either things that I can buy cheaper or things that are maybe like a little bit unique, artistic pieces. And yeah, when I go to Greece, I always come back with a bunch of like food stuff that I want. Rachel said, do a Lady of the Lake medieval makeup video. Oh my gosh. I would have to plan that. Maybe next month I can do that. Good night, Asana Soul. Ginger says, I always overpack makeup, then only wear makeup once or twice. What? I get up and I put on my makeup every day. Like, I can't imagine. This is just me, but like, I would never go out and about on a vacation without makeup on my face unless I'm at the beach or unless I'm like in Greece and I'm just like hanging outside. I guess if I'm not going anywhere, if it's like a veg out type of vacation, but if I'm gonna go like sightseeing, I feel naked walking around a city without my makeup on. That's just me. Soccer tort. I'm going to have that. Lol, yeah, undies and a toothbrush. I always pack extra undies too. You gotta pack extra undies. Okay, you guys are giving me tips that I'm reading. Christina said, lol, travel suitcase in a bigger empty suitcase. I have this like foldable duffel bag that I bought at a luggage store in Paris, and it folds up like pretty small. And so I'll buy things and then I undo that. And then I put all the laundry and like clothes and stuff in the duffel bag. Then I'll put anything that I buy in like my carry-on, and I basically just shift things around. I always keep like my valuable things with me. I don't like check that stuff, or I just don't bring it. Paula says, I always have my makeup in the carry-on. Yeah, I try and do that too. I try and pack like a full one, at least one full outfit in the carry-on. So if worse came to worse, at least I have one outfit. You know what I mean? Oh no, Ginger said, once I went to the Bahamas and left every swimsuit at home in a neat little stack ready to pack. No! I've done that before where like I've left something like right there, like, oh, this is going to be the last thing that I put in. Don't want it to wrinkle or something. And then you forget it. Oh, Jessica is moving to Germany. What's town or city or area are you moving to? Sorry for this tangent, guys. I'm so interested in what you have to say. Drika says, I'm from Brazil too. I pack a suitcase full of shoes every time I go there to visit family. Man, you guys must have good shoes. Is that like a thing? Is like good, like, do they make really cute shoes? Yeah, Maria, face palette is a great thing. Like, I always bring an Hourglass palette or like a Charlotte Tilbury face palette. Lauren says, I don't even go to the beach without makeup. I tell myself it isn't because it's tinted SPF, but it's a full face. That's so funny. Clarissa said, I overpack makeup and shoes. I'm on a work trip right now, and yeah, I definitely overpacked. If I'm bringing a full suitcase, the suitcase is going to be full. Like, a lot of times I pack very last minute. If I'm just going somewhere for a couple of days and I was going to bring a full suitcase anyway, like whatever, just chuck things in it. And as long as it's not overweight, that's fine. Like, if I was going to bring the full suitcase, I'll just fill it up. Rose said, me too. I feel naked without makeup on unless I'm at the beach or pool, and grandma is always right. Yes, stick and powder makeup are best when traveling. Laura said, I've mailed dirty clothes back to myself to make room in trips. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. The Brazilian girlies are chatting now in the chat. Most of the time when I go on vacation, I'm like in a city, but if I'm in Greece with my family, a lot of times I don't wear makeup. Kathy said, yeah is always right. Lol. Thank you so much for the super chat. I know. She taught me so much. She's like, do not travel without your cross or your undies. Oh, let me put you here. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, he knew you can pack your makeup in your carry-on. I always think that too. Like, can I actually do this? But they don't care. It's like little bottles. Pink Sparkle said, I have to wear makeup on vacay. No one needs to see this face barefaced. I've been watching, there's this one woman that makes these great packing videos. I'm forgetting on her name. I think it's like Packing Tips by Lori. Is her name Lori? She makes great videos, but her shtick is that she teaches you how to pack in a carry-on. And I have no intention of doing so, but I still really like to watch her videos because I think I just like her and I think she makes good videos. But she said something like so, something along the lines of like, oh, you don't need this. Like, just remember, it's not a fashion show. You're never going to see these people again. And my mom always used to say that to me. She would be, because I would always take forever to get ready. She's like, it's not a fashion show. And it's like, it's not a fashion show, but it's my life. I want to live my best life and my best outfit. I was like, clearly I am not the target viewer for these videos, but I still enjoy them. Tyga said, I left all my skincare one time. That was a bummer. Had to find an Ulta. I'm like trying to think like what's the one thing that I forgot? One time I forgot my whole dress for a wedding, but I brought a backup dress. I always bring a backup dress and I was like, thank God I brought my backup dress. Hold on. Oh, Jessica is moving to Stuttgart. Oh, okay. Where is that? I'm like a visual person. I'm looking it up. Okay. Okay. Nice. I wish you an easy and stress-free move. I really want to go back to Germany. My cousin lives in Munich and she actually has a YouTube channel. It's called Near From Home. Her and her husband make really great travel videos, mostly about Germany, but they do other cities and regions as well. And I love watching their videos. Christiane says, shoes in Brazil are the best and so cheap. All my pumps I wear for work, I pay an average of $20 to $25 for good leather pumps. Who knew? You guys are teaching me so much. Melissa sandals are cute and smell like bubble gum. I got to look this up. Oh, so Vienna doesn't have Sephora's. You'll find more Douglas stores. Yes, I know Douglas. Oh, okay. Macy's, Nordstrom, and Anthropologie sell Brazilian shoes in case you want to check them out. Okay, I'm going to check these out then. I didn't know this was a thing, like Brazilian shoes. The more you know, the more you know. Lar said, I could absolutely see Lil Sofia living her best life. My mom let me choose my shoes once. Like, we went to the shoe store and she's like, okay, like, what shoes do you want? And I was like, I want these shoes. And they were bright red patent leather little Mary Jane shoes. And she's like, are you sure? Those are not very practical. Are you sure you don't want these shoes? And it was like brown or whatever. And I was like, no, I want these. And she actually got them for me. And I loved those shoes. I was like, no, Mom, I want to be living my best life in my patent leather red Mary Janes. I should get a pair of red patent leather Mary Janes. My husband forgot his whole Mac laptop at the Italy airport. No! Oh my gosh. I am like paranoid about leaving things behind. I love the Black Forest cake and ham from Bavaria. Oh my gosh, Germany has such good cakes. Bienenstich. Oh my God, so good. My mom makes really good, and my Oma make really good Bienenstich. And I don't know. I look forward to having cake every single afternoon. And I heard in Prague, I mean, all the places I'm going to, I heard the pastries are really good. Yes, Rose, you should check her channel out. It's called Near From Home. I've been watching their videos because like they made a couple Prague ones, but then I just like watched the rest of them. The meats and cheeses are fantastic. Indeed, they are. The sausages. Is Sophia inspiring us all to live our best lives? I'm very like when I'm on vacation too, like if I'm in a city, I we take a while to get ready, but like once I'm ready, I'm ready. Like I don't need to go back to the room. My makeup like that's going to stay on all day. I'm going to walk around all day. Like I'm ready to go. We're having all these like tangents. Hi Renee, welcome to the live. Clarissa said, again, no one sees anything other than your outfit, shoes, and makeup. I laugh for those who are concerned about the undies. The undies just need to be comfortable and breathable. Let's be real. No, hey, new, I'm not going to vlog this time because it's work. I like to vlog and I like to make vlogs, but they don't get very many views. And it's like for the amount of work. And I really just, I need like a real vacation where I don't work. And I haven't had that in like 3 years, basically since before I started my channel. So I really just want to like not work. But I will be posting a lot of photos. I'll be posting stuff to my Instagram and like the member Discord too. Thank you, Renee. She said, yes, enjoy vacation. Who won this poll? I never checked. Sorry for the tangent, but whatever. We're having fun. Whatever you guys want to talk about. So Natasha won. Oh my gosh, really? I guess like Viziart just has my heart, but I know the Natasha palette is such a good one. Hi, Gemma. She said, can someone tell me if this tournament is voting by Sofia or voting by us? So, Gemma, you guys are voting. We did go on a huge tangent just now about traveling and how to pack. So clearly we need another live about traveling. But I'm about to put up a new poll. This one, the winner was Natasha. So you're going to see in a second. We have these brackets. So we got to get through this, guys. We got to get through this before the after party. So the next vote is we have YSL Store Dolls versus Tom Ford New Dip. Very similar color stories. We have kind of like a newbie on the block, and then we have a luxury classic. So I'm going to set up the poll, and you're going to see it pop up in the chat for anybody who's new. So YSL or Tom Ford? Rock the vote. Hold on. I saw a good question here. Marie is wondering if she should get one of the Burberry quads. I don't know. I've never tried any of them. Jennifer said, when I studied abroad in Germany, I loved my neighborhood bakery. I got fresh bread every day. Ugh, the breakfast buffets in Germany too, like at the hotel, even like if it's not that nice of a hotel, they still have like the freshest Kaiser rolls, and I just spread it with currant jam. The best. Annika said, sorry, that was my fault asking Sophia if she uses packing cubes. I take full responsibility. Hey, that's okay. I got some good tips. So Miriam is asking, what's the nearest foundation to Le Beige Water Fresh Chanel foundation? Like, what's the best alternative? I really like the Kosas BB Burst skin tint. I love that. It's kind of the same concept where it's like a serum, but then there's like pigment to it. It does have more pigment. It looks more like it gives more coverage. I do think this typology one would be a good alternative, but it's not really like that format where it's like a serum and the pigment. I know that there are some other like drugstore brands that have tried to replicate the Water Fresh, but I just don't think it's the same. I would say for something very light, I really like the Kosas, the typology, and I like the Merit, but it's kind of a different finish. Marie said, why do you do this to us, Sophia? Nude dip, says Laura. Nude dip is a classic, says Christiane. Miriam is voting for YSL. Pink Sparkle said, that's a hard one, Soph. Hey New said, YSL all the way. Kia says, gotta go with Tom Ford on this one. Yes, Marmar, I will definitely get the Unexplored Garden. It's just not available here in the US. I don't know where else I would get it, but if you know, let me know. Megan said, oh Lord, I can't do this. Laura said, I love packing cubes. They are an essential for sure. Makeup Esquire said, nude dip because the formula is unmatched. Jane said, Tom Ford nude dip because the wet dry formula has no fallout. Occasionally, Tom Ford Beauty has sales that slashes the price. My cat is snoring. Sorry. Whenever I hear her make a noise, I just check on her. Anna says, how do you feel about the Merit? Does it last? I love the Merit. Yeah, I think it lasts. I mean, it's like a light coverage tinted SPF, so it's not going to be like a, like a super full coverage matte foundation that you powder, but yeah, it lasts on me. So Ginger said, I picked up the Burberry Iconic Honey Quad and it's soft, silky, and smooth, but nothing groundbreaking. I would rather pick up Clé de Peau or really everything else. Okay, so maybe a little bit lackluster on that one. Karen says, I like the YSL for the depth of color. Tom Ford is lighter on me. Semois says, I got YSL because of the Sofia tutorial. Yay. Kia said, the Water Fresh tint is really unique. Very hard to find a similar thing. That's true. So Robbie says that she likes the Sisley skin tint and the CoverGirl dupe is pretty good. Nude Dip is my #1 all-time favorite eyeshadow palette. That's awesome. Yes, Renee, Nude Dip is a wet dry formula. Let me see here. Ooh, another close one, but YSL won. We've got 54% versus 45%. All right, let's go, YSL.
For you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco.
All right. It's progressing to the semifinals. Next up, we have Dior Brown Cashmere versus the Clé de Peau Sun-Dried Driftwood. Who will win? Who will win? We got to get through this. We got to get through this. All right. All right. Rock the vote, ladies. And any gentlemen who are watching. Oh, Haney said, Sophia, you were one of the first influencers I saw review the YSL quads, and I was sold. Glad you like them. Some of you are saying that you think some of the YSL quads are patchy, but some of them are good. I haven't found that any of them are patchy on me, but I don't know. To me, it's more just like if the shimmer shade is not finely milled enough, that's the deal breaker for me. Amy says, I've been wearing Waterfresh tint every day this week. Ooh, yeah, I got to pull mine out. Sea Salt Wave says, Clé de Peau, hands down. Carol says, I have both Clé de Peau, hands down. No, Renee, the Clé de Peau quad does not have fragrance. Oh, wow. This is close, guys. Your vote really matters. So rock the vote. Your vote matters. Oh, it's 50-50. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, vote. Oh, who's going to skew it? I am shocked. I really thought y'all were going to vote for this Dior palette. It is so close. Okay, a lot of you are voting. Let's go. I voted Dior. Justine said, it's hard, but Dior is my favorite brand, so it pushed it over for me. Dior. You got to vote for your fave. Lars said, the word sun-dried does not belong in makeup. It's for tomatoes. Yeah, it's such a funny name. Sun-dried driftwood. It's just like a bit wordy. Danny said, I'm definitely going to have to try the Clé de Peau now. Yeah, some of you guys are sold. Okay. It is so close, but Dior did win 52% to 48%. Lego. All right. Okay, next up we have Lisa Eldridge Fawn versus Hermes Ombre Fumé. I am appalled, guys. Sea salt waves. Trina said, boo. Casey said, yeah, they should have just called it driftwood. Yeah, exactly. You guys are so funny. You are torturing me, says Marmar. Yeah, we've got kind of like a neutral versus like a neutral soft palette versus a smokier palette. Y'all know I like the Hermes better. I don't own this Lisa one. I just own some of the other formulas. Ooh, the Hermes is winning 66%. I feel like this one, it's not close, not too close. So I'll end the poll. So we've got Hermes. And then here we go. We've got Dior backs. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Dior Backstage Smoky Essentials versus Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. I'm really curious to see what you guys vote for. Pink Sparkle said, gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
Daria said, hard pass on the squares and round pans. Marie said Natasha Denona. Sea Salt Wave says, why does her voting hurt so much? My heart. I know we have to choose between our favorites here. It's so tough. Oh, yeah. Wendy says, Natasha Denona, it's just more versatile than the Dior. Danny Girl said, oh my goodness, this is like choosing between a favorite pet. No. Christina said, I'm so surprised ND slayed. Oh, yeah. Natasha is winning. Wow. I'm so shocked. I don't really like this palette that much. Like the quality is fine, but I never reach for this palette. I like the Dior one better. I think the thing is like with Natasha Denona, like I don't use the neutral ones as much. I like to reach for like the more colorful ones. Hi, Giovanna. She said, I haven't tried the Dior, but I love this Natasha Denona palette to death. Rose says, nobody usually likes the Dior Backstage, but it's one of my favorites. I like the Dior Backstage. Okay, but Natasha has won. So we're going to give it to Natasha. And remember, guys, there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this, and whoever wins it wins the palette, the winning palette. If you already have it, then I'll let you pick something else, obviously. But like, I don't want you to have like the same palette twice. Okay, semifinals. Semifinals, guys. This is intense. We need to focus here, okay? Let's really think about what we like and dislike about these palettes. We've got YSL Store Dolls and Dior Brown Cashmere. It all comes down to this. Rock the vote. Let's focus. Ooh, this is hard, says Ramika. Oh, thanks, Miriam. She says, we win by watching you and being together. Seesaw ways. We can pick something else. This is why I love Sofia. I'm not going to like order something you don't want. That's a waste. But I just think it would be fun to gift the winning palette. You know what I mean? But if you're like, no, Sofia, I hate that, then like you can pick something else. Hi, Mary. Welcome to the live. Jennifer said, this is killing me. Jane says, YSL primarily because of the YSL packaging. YSL has a clear brand identity. That's true. That's very true. So Elizabeth is saying if it was over Brun or Captivating Dunes, then she would pick the YSL, but Store Dolls is a little bit too light. Rachel said, the fact that the Dior Canage is in the semifinals tells you how good it is. Thank you, Mary, for the super chat. Get you in our little raffle here. Good night, Clarissa. Wendy said, this is so hard. It's like turning my back on an old friend.
Why you want to leave me?
If you can tell me where that quote is from, first person to tell me where that quote is from, I will add you to the raffle. Cruz says, I really want to try the taupe one. Jessica said, I'm loving this. Play it again, says Stephanie.
Why you want to leave me?
Can you hear it? Oh, you guys can't hear the quote? Hold on. I got it all. It goes, why you want to leave me? Yes, Wendy, you got it. Wendy got it. You're going in. Clueless? No. Clueless has some good quotes, though. Great movie, says Kia. That's my favorite quote, says Joyce. There's so many good quotes that I quote all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put up the... Oh, no, I did put up the poll. Okay, so we've got YSL 46% and Dior 54%. Wow. Nice. Okay. Bye, YSL. Okay, and here we have the Hermes versus the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. Wait, what is it again? Okay, Hermes. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Thank you, Sophia. I love that movie. It's so good. Rose said my brain was too slow. I should get some Clueless quotes though. I'm gonna add some of those to my little thing. As if it's an Alaya. Thank you, Ginger. She said, you really make these lives so much fun. Oh, I'm so glad. They take a while to plan out and set up, but I have a lot of fun, so it's worth it. I'm sad that we're not going to have lives for 2 weeks when I'm on vacay. But that's all right. We'll bring it back with a bang. Hopefully there'll be some new makeup releases to talk about and catch up on when I'm back. I do use Windex, Jacqueline. I love Windex. I love the woman is the next speech and how it all goes. Dad with her dad about college, chef's kiss. She's not stupid, she's smart. And when he's like, some guy will give her a bag and say, take this down to the bus depot, and she'll do it. And there'll just be like little bits that me and my sister will, like out of nowhere, will just say, and she'll do it. And nobody really knows in the context or out of context, but it's too many good quotes. Kathy says, I like it when the mother says, oh, you're vegan? I'll make lamb. We need Clueless quotes. Yes, I'll get you some Clueless quotes. Total Monet. Yeah, that's a good one, Laura. Thank you, Renee. She said, congrats on 52 members, or 52K, I guess, subscribers. Thank you, Sarah B, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Sarah, you should do, I can't remember if you did this yet, but you should do a video on like the makeup you pack when you go to Puerto Rico. The bunt. Whenever I see a bunt cake. The bunt cake. Okay, hold on. I gotta catch up on this poll. Okay, what? Guys, if you didn't vote, you need to vote now because it's 49-51. Oh, somebody voted for Oh my gosh, guys. Natasha Denona is winning. This is crazy. All right, I'm giving it to her. I'm so sorry, Hermes. My favorite smoky palette. I love how some of you are like just getting in those votes last minute. All right, Natasha won. I did let you guys get a couple more in. Okay, Natasha Denona. All right, guys, it all comes down to this. Wow. How do we feel about this? How do we feel? Are we surprised? I don't know. I'm surprised about the Natasha, but I guess not because it is a really good palette. It is a really good palette. Hold on, I got to... Whew, I'm nervous here. Which palette am I going to be gifting? All right, this is it, guys. I need you to vote. If you've been lurking this whole time, I need you to get over to your phone or your laptop, and I need you to vote for the winning palette. I gotta catch up on your comments. Hold on. Rose G said, the vegan line kills me. The lamb is my favorite, said Jacqueline. Yeah, Tyler didn't eat lamb either before he met me, and now he eats lamb. And inside the lump was my twin. The babupsy. That's right, Marie. So many good quotes. Oh, Legally Blonde is one of my other favorite movies. I love that movie. Now I've got to like look up quotes after this. Next time I need a break, I'm just going to look up quotes. I have a lot. I have a decent amount here, and sometimes I forget which ones I have. OMG, yes, Legally Blonde, says Giovanna. What? Like it's hard? Harvard, you know, law school. Oh my gosh, you've never seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding? You know what's crazy? Tyler has never seen it either. I really need to remind myself to watch that with him. Yes, Laura. What? Like it's hard? You guys are like, no. Talitha said, I'm so surprised with these final picks. Pink Sparkle says, I need a nude. Robin says, wow. Thank you, Carrie. She said, I want in the basket, please and thank you. In the basket you go, Carrie. Thank you for the super chat. Paula said, surprise. That cray, says Pink Sparkle. Shocked, says Alexandra. I can't vote in this poll. I can't, says Wendy. We're a little basic now, says Stephanie. I'm shocked, says Tracy.
That's my opinion.
Not sure we can be friends, lol. You guys are so surprised. Woo, let's go, Dior, says Semois. Natasha is making bank, says Tyga. Ginger said, Dior better be listening and get that permanent formula right. I agree. I think Dior, they saw what YSL and Prada were doing with this like creamier formula, and they were like, maybe there's something to that. And I'm sure a lot of this stuff is formulated in similar labs in Italy, so, or France, wherever. Let's go, Dior, 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 Dior. Some of you guys are like, Natasha Denona, not travel friendly. You're trying to sway some of your live mates. Easy choice for me, says Emily. Dior is my fave of the two. Rachel wants to know if I cook Greek food often. I don't, I do eat very like Mediterranean diet. Like a lot of those types of ingredients I use and eat very often in my diet. But I wouldn't say that I cook like super traditional Greek food all that much. Number one, I might not be able to get like the specific fresh ingredients. Or number two, a lot of the things that I like to make are very time consuming, but I'm very good at baking like Greek pastries and that kind of stuff. I like to make spanakopita. I can make the phyllo myself. I can like roll it out very thin. I wish I had more time to make Greek food because I love making and eating it. Marie said, I may need to watch it on Friday for my birthday, lol. You should. Giovanna says, I would love to try this Dior palette though. While the price is not my fave, sometimes quality is worth it. I definitely think this one is good quality. I've reached for this a bunch of times since I've gotten it, and that's saying something because I'm always having to try and test new things. Yes, Giovanna, any super chat. I don't like whatever you feel comfortable donating for the super chat. It's whatever is up to you. I try to make these things very carefree. Like I don't like having a lot of rules. I try to just make them fun. So whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm taking the dog. That's a good quote. Yes, sea salt waves. I actually get quite a few comments telling me that I look like Anne Hathaway. I don't know if I do, but I will gladly take the compliment because I love Anne Hathaway. I think she's so pretty. I think my sister looks a little bit more like Anne Hathaway. Makeup Esquire said, Legally Blonde made me become a lawyer. Oh my God, I love that. Carrie says, Cashmere is really that girl. Thank you, Camila, for the super chat. She says, I love the quotes from Legally Blonde. Oh my gosh, now I have some work to do. I've got to add them to my little keypad. Thank you, Camila. Got to make sure I spell your name right. Here we go. I am not okay with this, lol, says Kimberly. I haven't looked at the poll, guys. I'm waiting to be surprised. You look like a hot dog on the 4th of July. I love the beginning scene where she's like getting ready with like her little Tiffany necklace and her little like pink shoes. Thank you, Joyce, for the super chat. She said, your videos are always so fun. Thank you so much, Joyce. I'll put you in the drawing here. You need to send Sofia Vegemite to try. I feel like I would like Vegemite. I've tried Marmite and I like Marmite, but I don't think I've tried Vegemite. Thank you, Felice, for the super sticker. All right, I gotta look at the poll in a second. Thank you, Holly. Goat cheese with watermelon, so good. Boo! Hi, friend, says Holly. Can I sing like Anne Hathaway, lol? I forget how she sings. I know she wasn't she like in Ella Enchanted? Oh, she was in Les Mis as well. I can't remember like what her voice sounds like. Thank you, Giovanna. You write your name here. Thank you. Into the basket. Thank you, Carol. She said Dior all the way. Wouldn't it be funny if like the super chats gave you extra votes? I think that'd be super fun. Like just really gamify everything. I can't change it though. Maybe I could find another program that does that. Oh, thank you, Giovanna. Your takes on luxury save me stress. I'm so good. Barb says, now I'm craving spanakopita. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, so fun. I swear we're gonna do the giveaway, but last night I made like a grilled chicken and halloumi salad because there's this halloumi salad at Tate Bakery in Boston that I love, and I was like, I'm gonna make like my own version of that. And so I grilled the chicken on the stove, and then I did the halloumi, and I made the salad, and then I gave it to Tyler, and I could kind of tell that he like didn't realize it was cheese. He thought the halloumi was just like more chicken. And then he bit into it. And it's like a few minutes later, like I waited a few minutes and he goes, I just realized this is cheese and not chicken. I'm like, yeah, I kind of figured you thought that. He's like, I was wondering why it was a little chewy, but I continued to eat it. Now that I know that it's cheese, I like it a lot better. Thank you, Jane, for the super sticker. I can't wait we gotta do this with more categories. This is fun. Vegemite is very salty. I like very salty. I put salt on everything. Thank you, Ramika. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me make sure I got all of them. Thank you, Laura. Just hopped on. Is there a giveaway going on? Yes, there is, Laura. So we are deciding, we are voting on the winning palette. We did a whole bracket. And then whoever wins the giveaway wins the palette. And then I mail it to you. And you're getting added to the giveaway, which will be done next week. I'm craving goat cheese, says Laura. Halloumi is the best cheese, says Rachel. Well, okay, feta is the best cheese, then halloumi. Giovanna said, I'm about to leave this stream playing while I wash my hair so I don't miss anything. We all do that. We've done that. I put salt on everything. Karen says, goat cheese makes everything better. And Sea Salt Wave says, as an Italian, I approve this message. It's the March Madness of eyeshadow palettes. It is. Okay, I think I'm all caught up on your messages and your... Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm all caught up. Oh my God, it was the Dior that won. Wow, by a lot. You guys love this palette. Oh my gosh. Wow. And 150 of you voted. So I appreciate those of you who maybe were listening that you went and voted. So thank you. Yay! Oh my gosh, what happens with this tool when I pick the winner? I wish there was like some confetti or something that's like a little bit lackluster, no? Oh, my cheer thing isn't working. Yay!
Far for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco.
Woo! All right, so this is the palette we are giving away. But if you already have this palette, you can just let me know. So Dior made it happen. Woo! Yes! Yay! Thank you all for participating. Let's do this giveaway. Hold on one second. I got to pull up the tab. Boom. I'm glad we did this. I literally thought this idea in like the shower the other day. I'm like, oh, we should do like a neutral palette showdown. Okay, so if you have never done this before, it's very easy. I'm going to give you a word to type into the chat, and all you have to do is type it into the chat. That's going to enter you into the giveaway. Don't worry about like capitalizing letters or whatever. And if you enter twice, it doesn't count twice. It just counts once. So you only have to enter once. So we are going to do, what should we do? I guess Dior won. So we'll do hashtag Dior. So what you see right here, this is what you're going to type into the chat. Hashtag Dior. Thank you, Joanne, for leading the charge. Blushes Showdown. Okay, we'll do that one next. Julia wants to know if I've noticed any issues with the new 6-month shelf life on Dior Shadow palettes. So it's always been 6 months to my knowledge, at least like for the past couple of years. I don't know what they used to be, maybe like 5 years ago, like before I started my channel, but it's always been 6 months and I've never had any issues. Usually with powder products, you can use them for a while. Now, like maybe a couple years from now, like maybe they won't work as well as they did when you first got them. I've noticed that with some of my other palettes, but I haven't had any issues. Wow, look at them go. Yes. All right, guys, we have over 100 entries. Carol says, I use my products for years. Okay. A lot of you guys are saying you use them for longer. Laura said, I sent my first super sticker. Yay. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you for letting me know because I didn't see that because there were so many things. Thank you, Laura. All right, guys, I'm giving you a few more seconds to enter. Simoa said, I gotta buy this palette. Canceling my Food Weekly subscription, lol. Yes, I know. A lot of people are just very surprised about the shelf life, and it's like, I don't know what to say. Like it's up to the individual consumer to decide, but like personally, I haven't had any issues and I have pretty like sensitive eyes, but I haven't had any issues. Little Sin says, I don't pay attention to expirations, lol. All right. Are we ready, guys? I feel like we are at capacity. I feel like we've reached enough. Who is going to win the ultimate neutral palette? Dior brown cashmere, not to be confused with soft cashmere from Dior. I know it's confusing. All right. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Ah! Who's it gonna be? Erica! Congrats!
Oh, yeah.
Let's go! Congrats, Erica! Yay! This is always so much fun. Okay, so Erica, I need you to email me at sophia.sees.beauty@gmail.com. Just email me because I need to get I need to make sure you're good with receiving this palette, and then I will get your shipping, and then we will mail this to you. Woohoo! Yeah! This was fun, guys, and I enjoyed our little travel side chat. Yay, it's me, she said. Yay! Everyone always is like, I never win. But you have a pretty good chance in these lives. It's not like there's thousands of people, you know? We'll definitely, we definitely will do another one. This was fun indeed. Hashtag pack the panties, lol. Yeah, that's going to be like our inside joke now. Well, thank you, everybody. And I know we had some folks here today where this was their first live. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you had fun, or I hope you had fun. And congrats to Erica for winning the giveaway. What we are going to do now... my brow is out of place. What we are going to do now is we're going to go over to the members after party, and we're going to hang out in that live for a little bit. So if you are a Sophia Sees Beauty member, or if you would like to join tonight, if you want to join us over there, basically I'm going to end this live, and then there will be a new one on my channel. You'll probably get a notification for it. And then we're going to pop on over to there. We're going to hang out. I got some new beauty to unbox with you guys. If you want to chat about any new releases, I still have a bunch of new goodies here I want to show you. So we're going to chat. We're going to hang out. Thank you, Makeup Esquire, for the super chat. Let me add you before I end this, before I forget. Awesome. Yay, I'm so glad you guys had fun. Thank you for voting. Thank you for all of your engagement and being interactive, making this amazing. Just as a quick reminder, if you didn't hear this earlier in the live, there is going to be a live next week, but then the following 2 weeks, I will be on vacation. So don't be startled if you show up for the live and it's not there. It's just going to be a quick break. But next week, we're going to be doing our May/June raffle. So we got a bunch of people in here, and we are going to choose one winner for the gift card. So you have one more live if you want to enter. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Love you lots. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.